Hello everybody, welcome back to my mini Gorjuss paperclip series for 2018. This month I'm using this pretty girl. She is number 59, Flying Above It All by Santoro. I do have a mini art layout that I've already done using this girl, so don't forget to check that one out. So I'm starting off here with the base of the paperclip, and I'm going to have it at 3.5 inches by 8, so that when you fold it up it is 3.5 by 4 inches. She looks so cute there. This is definitely going to be a sky layout. I have this pretty piece of vellum which is really old. I think it's by American Crafts, and I think it might be Dear Lizzie, I can't remember. And I also have this die that I bought earlier in the year. This is just a good old made in China rainbow and cloud die, and what I'm doing here is I'm going through my scrap box and I'm just picking out cardstock in the colors of the rainbow. So I'm looking for a red, a green, a blue, a purple, a yellow, and an orange. After much rummaging around, I pretty much have my colors ready. So I've got a red, I've got a cream, which I soon find a yellow to substitute with. I've got the orange, I've got a nice shade of green that's like a teal, which I really love. The purple is there, and the blue. So it's now time to cut the rainbow out of each of these. I really enjoyed making this. It was laborious, but I am by nature a very fiddly kind of person, and I love fussy cutting and I love doing things properly, so I really quite enjoyed this. Here they are now, one entire rainbow with each of the colors. So what I'm doing first is I'm just applying the vellum to the, I guess, the canvas that's going to wrap around the paperclip. And I am going to start off with blue as the first color. Now, I didn't really look at a rainbow, so I don't remember how a rainbow color is rearranged, but I kind of just arranged it to a way that was pleasing to my own eye. So I did blue first, then purple, then green, then red, then orange, then yellow, and I really loved that. So I thought I would go with this. So if it's not correct and you're bothered by that, I'm so sorry. Now the next thing I needed to do is see how they are all connected on the one point and it's free on the other end. That was really hard to work with. They were separating a lot and I thought that they would tear at some stage. So I basically just put some double-sided sticky tape on each one like I'm doing here so that they would just stay. And then I was going to use the other colors to rip off and put them on. Now I thought that I could just use any strip, but really the arc of the rainbow determines the size of the I guess the ray of the color of the band. So the first one has to always be on the first. So I did go ahead and cut 6 other bits of rainbow templates which I stuck down, and then I put the first, so for example here, the purple, I used the second one for my rainbow, so I took the first one and put it to the one on the right. I used the third one to put on the one on the third, the fourth ray, and on and on. It is now time for the teal. The teal is the third one. So you see on the right hand side there, I've put the first and second on other rainbows. And I'm just going through. So this was my process. I just built the other rainbows as I built my own. It's now time for the red one. The red one is the 4th. The orange is the 5th. And then the yellow is going to be the 6th. I did use PVA glue to stick down my colors. So here they all are. The rainbows are a little bit different in some of the other ones. I need to go ahead and cut a blue, and I'll do that at another stage. It's now time to stamp my girl. I'm using my Stampaholic here, and I've just decided not to worry about magnets. So I hold my paper down with washi tape. I'm going to stamp 4 images of this girl because I've decided that I want her to be a paper toll. So basically I want her to be 3D. So there's going to be one base where it's going to be mainly the bird that is colored in, and you can see me here, I'm using my Prima colors and I'm just mixing the darkest pink with the lightest pink to create a pink bird. And then the next level will be the girl and her blue dress. And I do go back and color in the hair because with paper tool you can always see underneath and see the white areas, which is not ideal. So I do go back in and color the major things like hair and maybe her arms as well. They get redone so that when you look through the layers you can see the dark underneath. So the third layer in my paper tool is going to be her hair. And then the fourth layer will be the face. And I'll show you all 4 parts when I'm done with my coloring. I then fussy cut each of the elements out. And here they are. So there's the 4 layers of my paper tool. I do decide to ink the edges of each of the elements. And here we go. So I've got the element with just the hair fussy cut out. I've got it on 3D foam tape and I'm adding it onto the second from the bottom, which is the girl in her dress, but obviously her face is going to be covered up. And I'm just working a little bit close to me. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm just lining them up really well. And so you can see there. And this layer now goes on to the base layer, which is the girl on the bird. And basically I just worried about her hair more than the rest of her body. I did do her arms though, because that was important. The last layer is the tiny little face that goes on top. So that's what it looks. You've got 4 layers and I really like it. It makes such a difference to have her propped up like that. I don't know, I like these little things. So here we go. Now time to figure out how I'm going to do this. So I've got, in my head, I envisioned a little girl just riding through a rainbow. With that die came a set of clouds and I thought, why not use the clouds? So I thought, oh, it'd be so cute to have like a glimpse of her flying through the rainbow, through the clouds. And so I'm just gonna go ahead now and try to prop up the cloud with it looking like the girl is through the clouds. So my rainbow is now stuck in. First layer of the clouds go down flat. This third cloud here is going to go on 3D foam tape, and then I'm going to position her so that the bird is covered by the cloud, but her foot and her hair flows on top of the cloud so that she's coming through it. So cute. I really think she's gorgeous, and you couldn't do this if she wasn't on paper tool. I'm now just securing her down with PVA glue. This fourth cloud, I tried to put it here. I was going to cover the bird, but I didn't think that was right. So I put it up the top there so that it was behind her head and covering part of the rainbow. So it looked like there was a space through the clouds where you could see a rainbow and a pretty little girl flying through there. Now it's time to assemble this artwork onto my paper clip. So I'm just going to put my double-sided tape on, and I'm just going to now use my bone folder to mold it around the top of the paper clip. The next thing is the sentiment. I had this gorgeous sentiment here that said, have a happy day that's full of sunshine and rainbows, but no matter how hard I tried, I could not make it fit anywhere, so I could not use this. So I went through some of my other stickers and I found this one here, which also makes a really nice sentiment, and here it is, and it says, "Take me away," which is apt. And I grabbed some of my puffy hearts here by Amy Tangerine. I choose the blue one to complement the blue in the rainbow, the teal one from the rainbow, the pink one to pick up the color from the bird. And she is done. I totally adore this paper clip. I love how bright it feels. All right, so let's take a look now at how my collection is going. There's January and then February and there's March. I can't wait to see my collection at the end of the year. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video.